than words can say. I'll be with you every step of the way. You are my sunshine, my only light. You make my world a better place. I'll hold you close and never let go. I'll give you all my love that you will know. You are my angel sent from above. You are the one.
Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial guys, I'm going to show you how to make this lovely trendy look 𝐭𝐫𝐞𝐽 top with the backless design and also an 3/4 elasticated shorts with this beautiful satin fabric. I have 4 years of this satin fabric here guys. I have my chart and my tape measurement and my scissors. I'm gonna go ahead to do the drafting on the wrong side of this fabric here, and then I'm gonna cut it out and show you. Okay guys, so guys, if you're finding this channel very interesting, please to like, share and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button guys, turn on your notification bell so more updated videos. So leave your comments in the comment box. Tell me what you think about this beautiful top, this design and this style. So let's get right into this tutorial now guys. Hi guys, welcome back to another tutorial. So guys, this is the front panel of my shorts. So this is a 3/4 shorts here, and it is a high waist elasticated 3/4 pants that I'm doing here. So guys, I go ahead to fold my fabric here into two. To get the wideness of my fabric, I divided my hip circumferences by 4, so 44 divided by 4, that give me 11 inches, and I had 5 extra inches to that, so that gave me the wideness of 16 inches on fold. Okay guys, so that is the wideness of my fabric. So now the first step that I go ahead to do, as you can see these lines, I go ahead to mark it because I want to do it quickly to demonstration. So the first step I go ahead to do is to go ahead to remove a horizontal line, which is 2 inches above. So as you can see, this 2 inches above here is my casing to insert in my elastic. Okay, so this is the 2 inches. From this line here that I rule horizontally is going to represent my waistline. Okay, I'm going to take that from my waistline. So from my waistline coming down to my hip depth here is 8 inches, and I rule an horizontal line like that. Okay, the next step, how do I get my crotch depth? So my hip circumference is divided by 4, that gives me 11 inches, and I'm going to add 2 extra inches to that because I want a little ease on that crotch area, so I had 2 extra inches. I could actually go ahead to use 12, but I want a little room, you know, a little ease at my crotch area, so I go ahead to mark 13 inches. Okay, so this is my crotch depth. So the length of my 3/4 pants here, the length of my 3/4 pants here guys, measure is 28 inches is the length that I'm gonna stop. Okay, and I go ahead to add 2 extra inches at 30 inches, so the length here is 30 inches long. So now after that, I go ahead on my hip line. So on my hip line, so 4 divided by 4, that's give me 11 inches, and I go ahead to add 1 extra inches to that guys, I get 12 inches. Okay, so I mark it. So on this hip line guys, I'm gonna go up on my waistline and measure the same 12 inches on this line. Reason being, I'm not gonna go ahead to mark my waist measurement exactly on that waistline. I'm gonna use my hip circumferences on that line, on the waistline. Now I marked it out. Okay, so on the crotch line, I go ahead to mark the same 12 inches on this line, and I connect this point together. So now I go ahead within my ruler, as you can see here, I go ahead to mark this straight line coming down to the crotch line. Okay, now the next step that I have done here, I go ahead to go on this scratch line. I'm gonna go ahead to use my tile line on this scratch line. So off of 30, which is my tile line, 30 divided by 2 give me 15 inches. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead just to add 1 extra inches to that give me 16 inches, and I'm gonna head to mark it this way. So no guys, I can say half of 16 will give me 8 inches, and I can find that midpoint. But as I said guys, I do not want to make any fitted pants at this point. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead to mark on the hemming line, which is here. I'm gonna mark I can mark the 16 inches. I'm just gonna go taking 1 extra inches from that 16, that 15 inches, and I go ahead to connect it out there. As you can see, I marked it with my chalk, and then I'm going to connect these spines together from the crotch line coming straight down, because I wanted a wide-legged pants. So this is what you're looking at guys. So as you can see, so here is the crotch line, this is my hip line, and this is my waistline. So I'm gonna go ahead now to cut it out, and then I'll show you what next.
You are my angel sent from above. You are the one.
So I'm gonna go ahead now guys and slash this with 2 because I'm ready to do this. So I'll go ahead to cut it out. So I go ahead to cut it out into two pieces of the front panel this way. So I'm gonna go ahead to cut out, show you to cut out the back panel.
Every step of the way.
This is my back panel, as you can see here. I go ahead to
My only light, you make my world a better place.
As you can see, this line here is 2 inches. Okay, so this is the allowance that I'm giving. So remember, the back is bigger. So I go ahead to remove 2 inches, and then I go ahead to place my front panel here on the back, on top of the back. Okay, so on that part, when I place the front panel on this 2 inches line here, now the next step, I'm gonna go up at that crotch point there, and coming up 1 inch. You can go up 2 inches, but because it's an elasticated, I just go ahead to mark 1 inches up here, and then I connect this point here with my ruler. Okay, and I go ahead straight up because the back is higher than the front panel, and I connect this point together. So now guys, this is what it will be looking like, and then I'm gonna go ahead to cut it exactly the same shape out.
I'll be with you every step of the way.
And then
are my sunshine, my only light. You
the side,
make my
and then I'm going to slash the side panel of the back panel.
I'll hold you close.
So I have 2 pieces for the back panel. You can actually go ahead and add pockets to it. So now guys, I go ahead to notch my pocket where my pocket is going to be on the front panel and the back panel as well. From the waistline, I come down 2 inches. From this line here, I go ahead to notch it with my scissors, and from that 2 inches I come down 7 inches, and I go ahead to notch the 7 inches line here, as you can see. So I'm going to attach my pocket here guys. So one for the front and also one for the back panel. I go ahead to notch the back as well to insert in my pocket. The next step, I'm going to go ahead to show you the measurement for my pockets that I have already cut out. So for the pocket here, it measures 7 inches, 7.5 inches wide by the length is 10.5 inches long. So this is my 4 pockets, 2 for the each side. Okay, so I'm going ahead to join the back panel and the front panel together. Okay, so part at the crotch area. So now I'm going to go ahead and start from this point here and go ahead to stitch 1/2 inch. Okay, panel as well. I'm going to join the crotched area together. Remember guys, you can go ahead to serge it first. Use a serger and go ahead to serge off the crotched area. Okay,
You are my sunshine, my only light. You make my world a better.
So just go ahead now guys and give her 1/2 inch.
I'll hold you close and never let go.
So as you can see here, I'm joining the 2 front panel here. I'm joining the crotch together. I gave it a little back stitch and then I'm going to go ahead to stitch it right. So now guys, as you can see, I go ahead to stitch it down, as you can see. Okay guys, and this is the wrong side. I go ahead to stitch my for both front and back panel, and this is what it will be looking like guys. Okay, so the next step, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, so for the notching point here, as you can see, this notching here and my pocket, what I'm going to be doing here now, I'm going to go ahead to place my fabric this way on that notching line there. Okay, there, and also on the opposite side, over this side, I'm going to go ahead to do the same. Find the notch, go ahead, attach it this way, stitch it down. And also for the front panel, I'm going to do exactly the same as how I do to the back panel, and then I'm going to join both front and back together, and then I'm going to show you what next. So now guys, this is what I have. So I basically go ahead to give it a top stitch here for the pockets for all 4 sides. Okay, and I'm going to place my front panel. As you can see, I go ahead to join the front as well. I'm going to place my pocket this way on top of the back. So I'm going to line up pocket to pocket this way, as you can see here, pocket to pocket. Okay, like so. And I'm going to join both sides together this way. And then after I've done do the both sides, I'm going to go ahead to join the crotch seam. I'm going to notch up the seam to seam. I'm going to open it up this way, notch up the crotch like this, open it up this way, seam to seam. This is the crotch area, and go ahead to, you can pin it down and go ahead to stitch it down, and go ahead to do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to go ahead to hem up the foot of this, and then I'm going to go ahead to make the casing. So this 2 inches line here, I'm going to go ahead to give it 1/2 inch this way, and then I'm going to make my casing for my 2 inches, and then I'm going to stitch it right around to make my casing for my elastic. And then so guys, I go ahead to stitch up the end of my pant here. As you can see, I hem it up, and I go ahead now to the casing. I go ahead to pin it down. So I'm going to go ahead guys to leave a little opening, and I go ahead to put a tag here so I know that this is the back panel of my. So guys, welcome back again. So I go ahead to stitch my casing, and this is the back panel. As you can see, I go ahead to leave a little loop, a little gap to insert my elastic. And then so for my elastic here, as you can see, so for my circumferences of my waist is 40 inches, and I'm going to subtract 11 inches from that, and that will give me 9 inches. So I go 29 inches this way for my elastic. So now guys, I'm going to go ahead to insert my safety pin on this elastic, and then I'm going to insert it into my casing. So this is the loop here to insert in my elastic, and then I'm going to show you next. So this is what I have guys. This is my safety pin. So now I'm just going to lay it flat this way and insert it right around. So after I'm gonna, guys, this is what I have. So what I'm gonna be doing, see, you get in the rushed of the waist. So now you can go ahead to stitch it down, or you can go ahead to tie it and insert it in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do what I have to do, either stitch it or tie it, and then I'm gonna draw it through, and then I'm gonna stitch up that opening, and then I'm gonna show you. So guys, this is what it's looking like. It's very beautiful, it's very lovely. As you can see, this is the elasticated shorts here. It's very lovely, it's very gorgeous, guys. So and it have two pockets, as you can see, one for this side here and one on the other side this way. This is the next pocket. So now, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead to show you the next step. I'll be with you every step of the way. So guys, this is my half length cone neck crop top. So I go ahead to fold my fabric here into 2 this way, and I fold it again into 4. So this is 4. So this is the folded edge, as you can see here. So I'm going to be using 4 inches. This is an half shoulder, 4 inches coming to my bust point, which is 11.5 inches, and then for my waistline I go ahead to 16 inches for my waistline, and for the full length is 21.5 inches this way. But as for this, I'm not going to be using the full length really. What I'm going to be doing now, guys, as you can see here, okay, so on this line I had to mark my bust circumferences on this top line here. Okay, so mine is 10.5 inches this way, guys, and then I'm gonna mark it. Okay, so that will give me 11.5 inches, and I'm gonna have extra ½ inch more, that's 12 inches, and then I'm going to mark that same 12 inches on this line. Okay, I want it to be very roomy, you know. So on this waistline here I'm going to mark that 12 inches this way. So now I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. So this is like in triangle shape. Okay, and this is what I have. So this is what I have, guys, as you can see, looking beautiful already. The triangle shape is very, very beautiful, and I'm gonna go ahead to cut out my strap. So guys, I go ahead to cut out 2 pieces of the strap, as you can see, guys, and I'm going to stitch it down, and then I'm going to turn it over. And so now, guys, this is my loop that I have, and this measures 3 inches. Cut out 3 inches up. Okay, so now I'm going to open up top, as you can see here. So this is here first. Okay, I'm gonna notch it this way. Go ahead and notch my corners together this way. So from corner to corner, I'm just going to place my loop this way on it, inward this way to the corner. Okay, pin it down this. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and do the opposite side this way. Open it up. Put this notch in here to the corner this way on it. The corner. So you're gonna stitch it down and also stitch this down. Stitch it down. Before I go ahead, I'm going to this corner here on the opposite side this way. I'm going to put my loops on it. This is my loop. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and stitch it right around this way. Look what I'm gonna be doing. So I attach my loops. I'm gonna start from that point, stitch it down this way, stitch it down, stitch this part, go up, leave a little gap, open, go to 2 inches, stitch it from there and stop there, and then I'm going to show you what next. So So guys, basically this is my final product. So this is a 𝐭𝐫𝐞𝐧𝐝𝐲, okay, which is a backless design at the back, and this is my shorts. This is my 3/4 shorts, okay, along with this beautiful 𝐭𝐫𝐞𝐧𝐝 top, and it's a backless 𝐭𝐫𝐞𝐧𝐝 top, and this is the final product, guys. So if you're liking it, please do hit that subscribe button, hit down your notification bells for more up-to-date videos like this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.
I love you more than words can say. I'll be with you